Hey, Investopians, what's up, future billionaires? Ever feel like you're just cruising? Like life's good, fridge is full, decent car, maybe a vacation here and there. But deep down, there's this tiny whisper asking, is this it? If that sounds familiar, you might be caught in the middle-class trap. Now, before you click away thinking, pfft, I'm doing fine. Hear us out. Most people never even realize they're stuck, because honestly, it's pretty comfy. And that, my friends, is the problem. Comfort makes you settle, and settling is the arch-enemy of potential. We want you to unleash your inner superhero, your financial rock star, your I travel the world because I feel like it self. In this video, we're blowing the lid off the middle-class trap, giving you the ultimate step-by-step escape plan, and showing you what life really looks like when you're financially free. Get ready to level up. Most of us grow up with this idea that the middle class is the finish line. You work hard, get a steady job, buy a house, maybe a dog, 2.5 kids, poof, you've made it. And yeah, it's a massive privilege compared to, well, not having any of that. Your pantry isn't empty. You can drive a decent car and even jet off on a vacation when the stars and your bank account align. Nothing flashy, but hey, it's stable. But here's the kicker. What nobody tells you is that the middle class, especially in wealthier countries, isn't just a social status you arrive at. It's a system designed for you, almost like living inside a super comfy padded box. The walls are soft with enough income to cover your needs, a little left over for wants, and a nice warm blanket of reassurance that you're doing fine. But those same walls, they have invisible limits. They're not built to help you discover your full potential, financially or personally. Nope. Their only goal is to keep you productive enough to keep the system chugging along, but not so free that you could just walk away entirely. Think about it. Ask most middle-class folks how long they could survive if they stopped working right now, and the answer is probably 1 to 2 months, tops. Why? Because they're on a hamster wheel and can't get off. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, no matter how big that paycheck is, you don't have financial freedom. The trap works because it rewards the very behaviors that keep you in it. You get that yearly raise and it's like, woohoo, a slightly higher credit limit. Time for a bigger mortgage and a nicer car. On the surface, it feels like you're getting richer. But what's really happening? Your life is just getting more expensive. It's like running faster just to stay in the same place. Over time, your choices, your habits, even your wildest dreams begin to shrink and conform to what's reasonable for someone with your income. Poverty is loud, painful, and obvious. You feel it every single day. But the middle class? It's quiet. It's not urgent. It's not painful enough to force you into action. It just sits there like a sneaky background app, slowly making you complacent. And that's the real danger. You stop questioning what's possible for your life because the system you're in makes it feel like you've already got enough. But you, my friend, are capable of so much more. Breaking out of this trap starts with seeing it for what it is, a system designed to keep you busy until your productive years are over. But here's the good news. There is a way out. In fact, there is a clear set of steps anyone willing to think and act differently can follow. And the goal isn't just to get you a little bit richer. It's to build a life of full financial freedom where you can travel the world, pursue your passions, and answer to nobody but yourself. So are you ready? Let's break it down. Step 1. Recognize the trap and get mad. Your first step, Investopians, is to admit you're in the trap. Until you acknowledge it, you'll keep playing the same game with the same rules and the same tiny limits. This isn't about hating the middle class or resenting where you're at. It's simply about getting brutally honest with yourself and saying, I'm here now, but I am capable of more, and I refuse to let that potential go to waste. That decision, it's more important than you could ever realize, because that's the moment you stop making decisions based on what is safe and start making decisions based on where you want to be. It's like Neo taking the red pill in The Matrix. You see the world for what it truly is. Now, whether you realize it or not, making this commitment comes with another one. You're committing to sacrifice. And it's better to accept that reality now than to be caught off guard later, because as obvious as it sounds, in order to change your life, you have to change your life. That means embracing risk, getting cozy with discomfort, and probably working harder than you ever have before. But trust us, it's worth it. Once you accept that, then you can start. Step 2. Build your arsenal of high-income skills. If Step 1 is about deciding to leave the trap, Step 2 is about building the tools to actually do it. And the most powerful tools you can have are high-income skills. We're talking about stuff like sales, marketing, copywriting, coding, product design, leadership, negotiation. Basically, rare, in-demand, and scalable skills that allow you to create opportunities, solve big problems, and get paid handsomely for it. The best part about learning high-income skills: you don't need anyone's permission to get started. Seriously, no fancy degree required for most of these. When you've got a set of valuable skills, you don't have to wait for a boss to give you a raise. You can find or create opportunities anytime, anywhere in the world. Want to get paid more? Just learn a skill that solves bigger problems. The middle class gets stuck because their income is directly tied to their time, and your time is capped at 24 hours a day, right? The rich break that link by selling value instead of hours. And the way you do that is by learning even more valuable skills. Yes, it takes a lot of work and a good amount of time to actually get good at something. But remember, this isn't about adding a few extra dollars to your paycheck. It's about having the ability to make money on your own terms. This is the moment you become an entrepreneur. And if that sounds intimidating, look, entrepreneurship isn't as complicated as people make it out to be. At its core, it's just about finding people who have a problem you can solve with your skills and getting paid to solve it for them. That is it. Step 3. Launch your first profit machine. So here's where you start to build what we call your first profit machine. At this stage, it's not about building the next Facebook or $1 billion empire, okay? It's just about creating something that makes money and teaches you the fundamentals of running a business. Because the sooner you start, the sooner you learn how to find customers, deliver value, and get paid for it. And that, my friends, is worth more than any book, course, or degree. The best way to get going is to start with something you're already good at. Are you a fantastic writer? Offer copywriting services to small businesses. Great with numbers? Do bookkeeping for local shops? Can you design, code, sell, teach, fix, build, or even train dogs? There's someone out there willing to pay you for it, guaranteed. The beauty of this step isn't the money at first. Your business might just cover your rent, and that's awesome. But the identity shift that comes with that money changes everything. You stop thinking like an employee who waits for permission, and you start thinking like a builder who creates opportunities. And once your profit machine is running, you face your next big challenge. Step 4. Reinvest and scale. No more hamster wheel spending. If you've made it this far, you're making money, and you already know you can make some more. But here's where people in the middle class, and even many first-time business owners, totally blow it. They get a taste of extra income, and what's the first thing they do? They immediately go looking for ways to spend it. A bigger house, a nicer car, fancier vacations. Sound familiar? We talked about this already, right? It's why middle-class people can't afford to get off the hamster wheel. Instead, you have to do what the rich do: reinvest your profits back into your growth. This means upgrading your tools so you can work faster and deliver more value. It means improving your systems so the business runs smoother. And most importantly, it means investing in people. You see, a lot of ambitious people insist on doing everything themselves, and they end up getting caught in the freelance trap. Sure, you're your own boss, but you're also your only employee. And that, my friends, is not a business. That's just self-employment with a few extra steps. If your goal is to truly get rich, like millionaire status, you have to free up your time so you can focus on strategy, growth, and creating new income streams. And that means finding great people, training them, trusting them, and paying them well. Once you commit to reinvesting, your business stops being a personal side hustle and starts becoming a real wealth-building machine. But the thing about this step is it's not a one-and-done kind of thing. Reinvesting is something you'll do over and over, as many times as it takes, until your machine reaches the number that feels rich to you. For some, that might mean a few $100,000 a year. For others, it might mean millions. The formula doesn't change. Keep pouring resources back into the business. Keep making it bigger, faster, and more resilient until it's making as much money as you want it to. Step 5. Build your wealth system, your financial fortress. Okay, so you've got a roaring profit machine. You're making bank. But here's the thing. Making money isn't the same as building wealth. No matter how good your business is, there's always a risk. You could have a bad year, a major client could disappear, entire industries could get disrupted overnight. Hello, Blockbuster? If your lifestyle depends entirely on your business running perfectly, you're basically walking a tightrope with no safety net. And if something knocks you off before you're ready, you could end up sliding right back into the middle class after all that hard work. That is the last thing you want, right? And that's why step 5 is to build your wealth system. This is what's going to let you live the lifestyle you want without constantly worrying about the next sale, the next client, or next month's revenue, and the system looks like this. First, there's your business, or businesses. That's where the money is made. But it's not where your lifestyle comes from. Instead of paying for your lifestyle directly out of business profits, you take that money and you put it into your growing pool of investments. This is your true wealth, your stocks, real estate, bonds, all the assets that produce a steady stream of returns for you. And it's those returns that pay for your day-to-day life. This system creates a powerful chain reaction. The more your business earns, the more assets you own. And the more assets you own, the more income you have coming in without lifting a finger. Think about it. If something happens to your business, you can still pay for the same lifestyle you've always had because your wealth stays intact. Sure, it might stop growing for a little while, but your day-to-day life doesn't change. When you've got both of these, a business you can grow and a pool of wealth that keeps paying you, that is when you are no longer tied to the hamster wheel. And that's the foundation of true wealth, my friend. When you stop worrying about how much you made this month and start thinking about how many decades you can live exactly the way you want. The rich life, what does it really look like? You've officially made it to the rich life we've been talking about. So what exactly does it mean to be rich? Well, you're probably a multimillionaire, which means that for most things, you've built a life where money is no longer the deciding factor in what you can or can't do. Your bills are covered by income that flows in whether you're working or not. You can travel when you want, upgrade your home if you feel like it, and treat yourself and the people you care about to the good life, not just on special occasions, but whenever you want to. It means you're not chained to an office or a boss. You choose the projects you work on, the people you spend time with, and the goals you pursue. It means security. You've got assets working for you and a lifestyle supported by wealth you've already built. If you've followed these steps, you've done more than just make money, right? You've bought back your time, your choices, and your freedom. You're living life on your own terms, and that's what being truly rich is all about. Because look, at the end of the day, this was never just about the money. It was about unlocking your potential, pushing yourself past limits you never thought you could. The money is great, sure, but the real prize is the person you become while earning it all. All right, Investopians, if this video inspired you to reach your true potential, smash that like button and let us know in the comments which step you're working on right now. We will see you back here next time. Until then, take care.